about love in society, love in community. We have two experts with us today. I'm thinking of Val Bernard, Chair of the Behavioral Science Department, Newbold College, Lydia Godina, who is first a social worker and now a psychologist as well. Ladies, I want to pursue this community society aspect of love. What is the role of love in society today?
Today, definitely, love is to bring healing to communities. And it's really the glue that holds society together and holds communities together.
From a psychologist's point of view, Lydia, what's the role? What does love do for human civilization?
Psychologists claim that love is really basic need that humans have. And the absence of love really makes for very difficulties that people experience in their life. And there is plenty of evidence to see that.
Do we malfunction without love then? Can we not actually have normal lives if love doesn't exist within our lives?
We do have life. I'm quite cautious with the word normal, but we do malfunction, I would dare to say. Every aspect, as I said before, really is affected by that. We become so needy that we have difficulties giving.
We're postmodern now, society is. What has happened to love in our essentially secular society, Val?
I think that love has become dehumanized. It's without emotion. It's just a short trip and it's superficial. Postmodernism is about, so many different alternatives and fragmentation. And that's what we see happening in our society. People not being able to be connected and to be attached.
Lydia, a lot of superficiality. I rode in on the tube yesterday. You have all these billboards, Hollywood's version of love. What's the price we pay for that kind of superficiality?
Well, I would just like to point to the fact that we like to feel good about ourselves, don't we?
It's true. Yeah, absolutely.
And we, in order to feel good about ourselves, we do things really that appear that are doing good. And even maybe I would dare to say heroic acts, as we heard about just a minute ago.
Which aren't really selfless acts, you're saying?
I would not dare to judge, but there is this debate whether when we are doing things, are we doing them just because we want to feel good, to alleviate guilt, to be heroes, or it is real altruism.
Yeah, this altruism, I mean, how does it manifest itself?
It manifests itself in heroic acts. It manifests itself in doing good things, in commitment, not in just being good from time to time, but really being committed to being empathetic to your fellow man.
But does altruism really exist then? Or are we helping others and doing these kind, loving things because it makes us feel good? Isn't it a selfish act to love?
Go on.
Okay, that's a very interesting question because, sociologically speaking, we make decisions about acts of love, acts of giving, weighing up the costs and the benefits. And some people would argue that that's selfish, and others would argue that it's about our need to feel good about ourselves, our need to connect, our need to keep going will actually make us do things that are heroic.
But Lydia, how can I grow this love? I mean, we live with this synthetic form. Is there a way I can rise above the social norm?
I like a statement that suggests that self is like a muscle, and that you can exercise.
Love is like a muscle?
Well,
self is like a muscle?
Absolutely, and that you can exercise. Even though that I before said if we have not been loved, that we are going to be impaired, but I do believe that we can exercise this muscle, really, and become more lovable society and individuals.
That's positive.
Yeah, it sure is. Val and Lydia, thank you very much for being a part of the evidence.